Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this session, a short webinar about how to price your product. It's going to be a short introduction what you have to bear in mind when you want to be successful in pricing. First thing you have to think about is, do you want to live only about your services, or do you want to make a fortune with it? You need to think about whether you are delivering a product or whether you are delivering a service. Reason for this is there is a distinction between the costs which are assigned to a price, and they are made up by fixed cost and variable costs. When you are selling a product, the product is made up by the costs of the product, by the production and by the time. When you're delivering a service, the service is mainly the time you're putting into it. When we are talking about fixed costs, we are talking here about rental costs, product cost, production cost, utilities, energy, labor force. When we are talking about variable costs, these are the costs of the raw materials or the services which have to apply, because it's depending on the time you are putting into it. When you're finally determining the price of your product or your service, you are adding together your fixed costs, your variable costs, you add a profit margin, and this is giving you at the end of the day the price of your product or your service. But, of course, setting a price is not something you can do without taking into consideration the environment, because it's depending whether you are entering a new market, whether you are entering a saturated market, or whether you are offering a niche product. When you are entering a new market, which means you are having a unique product, it's new on the market, then it's entirely up to you how to set the price, and the profit margin definitely can be set by yourself, and at the end of the day, the profit is all yours. When you are entering already an existing market or saturated market, then you need to decide for yourself whether you want to be just an average player there. Then you look at your competitors, you can take an average price, deduct from this price your cost, and the difference is the margin. If you want to be aggressive, you have to be lower than the average in the market because you want to gain market share. Or you decide that your product is absolutely unique or your service is outstanding, then you can determine, of course, the price yourself. However, you need to be very, very sure about this, otherwise you are going bust within a couple of months. So the main track is determine your price, look at the market. If you are remaining with a profit, absolutely good. If you are not remaining with the profit, then you need to determine, okay, where do I have to cut my costs? And if you have to do cut costing, then do it as soon as possible. Otherwise, you are losing market share and you are losing the advantage of entering a market. So all in all, just to wrap it up, look at your market, look at your competitors, determine your own costs, decide what strategy you want to drive, aggressive, average entry, or high end because of unique product, and this at the end determines your profitability. Thank you very much for your attendance, and I wish you good luck.